everyone out there in the YouTube world. This is Curry once again with Cherished Relics Boutique, and I want to thank you for coming back today to check out another video that I have to share with you today. Today's video will actually be a part 2 of a fabulous jewelry jar that I got from an antique store that I was opening, I started opening in my last video. My last video was actually my first live video, but because I don't have 1,000 followers yet, YouTube won't like save it in the live section under my thing. It saves the video for me to view privately, but it doesn't save it for everyone to view until I have 1,000 followers. So there's a reason. Everyone follow my channel, help me get to 1,000 followers. Then I don't have to basically screen record my live videos. But that's what I had done. And then I went ahead and posted it anyways. But in that video, I was opening an awesome jewelry jar that I had gotten from an antique store, and I only got about halfway through. This is what's left of that jewelry jar. In addition, I had added, there's like 3 things in here I added because I had to clean them. There was some jewelry repair or something that I did. There was a few items that I just threw in here because this used to be in a jar, but in my last video, you'll notice I poured it all out, but I didn't finish. So when I cleaned up, I just put it in this tub. So if you're new to my channel and this is your first time visiting, I want to welcome you. Thanks for coming to check things out. If you love jewelry, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining me. I do part-time sales on eBay of mostly vintage, but some modern jewelry. It's by the same name, Cherished Relics Boutique. And also, just because I want to get all the housekeeping out of the way, before I start, I want to remind anybody, if there's anything in this video that you're interested in doing a private sale on, I can always give you my best prices. So you'll definitely get a better deal doing a private sale. So that being said, in my description portion of this video, information that you would need to do a private sale. But I'll also put it up here on the screen. So now that all that's out of the way. So before I get started today, this is what's left of the jewelry jar. I'm just going to shove this back for a second. Okay, but real quick, I wanted to actually come back to a few items that I actually showed in part 1 of this video that I actually have since done a little bit of research on that I want to kind of update you on some more information that I found out. So this is all jewelry that I had, some of my favorite stuff from the first video, but I just have a little bit more information. Yeah, I just kind of breezed over this beautiful, I think I was like halfway like commenting on something else in the comments, and I didn't really get to look at it and talk about it much. And this is just absolutely gorgeous set. So that being said, I just wanted to, bring in my little neck thing here and share a little bit more about this beautiful Murano glass bead wedding cake beautiful necklace. It is hand knotted in between all of these beads that are in here, and kind of with some gold tones. It does have, in fact, a twisting barrel clasp here that actually is just in fantastic condition. So as you can see, this necklace is in great condition. And the length of it is about 20 inches, actually. And so, yeah, it's beautiful. Wedding cake, glass bead earring, dangle earring. But you know what? It looks like there's something written on this. So let me see if I can tell what that says. I genuinely cannot tell what that is. I don't know. I'm baffled. They definitely have a mark on them close up, but I am struggling in being able to read it. And I can't imagine you're going to be able to read it either. It is a struggle. So I may just have to acid test these. You see, I just blew over that in the first video. I didn't even know. I just thought they were regular cheap old earring spikes, but they are not magnetic. Okay, well, let me see if I can do a quick test real quick then, I guess. I guess we'll just do it. I think it's a gold mark. So I'm going to do a couple different line of scratches here because I'm going to test 10 karat gold, and then I'm going to test 14 karat gold, and then I'm going to test 18 karat gold. You know, whenever you do a scratch test, you always want to try to do it in an inconspicuous spot. But in addition, you also want to check where you scratched to see what the underlying metal looks like underneath the scratch. Do 10 here. Okay, if it dissolves when I put on the 10 karat solution, if it dissolves completely, then I know that it is not 10 karat. But then, which it has not dissolved, as you see there, looks like it hasn't changed an ounce. Then if I put on 14 karat, which it's also not dissolving, which is a good sign. If it doesn't dissolve or change at all, then I know then it's, if it doesn't change, then it's at least 14 karat. But if it does dissolve, then I know it's less than 14 karat. Okay, but it's a really bright, it's a really bright gold. So I'm gonna also try 18 karat. Oh my God, unbelievable. I cannot believe this. It also is not dissolving under 18 karat. You know, the higher in carat value you go, the more gold the items appear. I am blown away. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna also scratch an additional scratch. I know it's at least 18 karat, but I do have testing solution that is 22 karat. I cannot believe I just kind of blew over this in my last video. I'm so mad at myself. How could I not have been observant about this? Okay, so far we definitely have 18 karat, but now I have a 22 karat solution. Sorry, it looks so terrible. Oh my God, it's also not dissolving under 22 karat. Or certainly isn't dissolving fast. Wow. I don't know if you can see it there. It is still there, but sort of dissolving. Okay, so I would say that this is partially dissolved or mostly dissolved, the 22 karat, but again, the 18 karat here hasn't changed at all. So I would say that these earrings are at least 18 karat, which is quite an amazing find. Wow. I can't believe I didn't take the time. They were so shiny and so perfectly new looking that honestly, I thought they couldn't be real. I thought they were just some fake, you know, we all go buy ear spikes to add to our, jewelry that we create. So anyways, that is an unbelievable find. I'm going to take that away. Yeah, so the clasp is probably not, and I assume those bead, caps probably aren't either, but wow. That is the find of the day. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, I guess I'll move on. What a lovely surprise. Anyway, this was just a beautiful brooch that was in my last video that is obviously prong set. It's definitely got some dimension to it, a little bit of domedness going on here. And you know, the bottom portion of that beautiful rhinestone AB prong set brooch has some kind of dangle parts there at the bottom. There is no brand on this brooch. So I tried to do a search on it to see if I could find out anything more, and I didn't find anything. So if any of you guys out there have any insight on what brand you think this could possibly be, I know a lot of the, you know, a lot of the vintage brooches can often not be signed. So it might be nothing, but I'd be curious to know if anyone has any information. So look at that beautiful thing. Just love it. So I wanted to bring that back. Okay, another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to talk more specifically about this necklace that I had shared. It is one of the necklaces that I showed in my last video, and at first I had mentioned that I thought, oh, well, these might be, you know, like some type of, you know, bone beads. But after further investigation and, of course, definitely clarification from my friend Hannah with Fleurs de Montagne, she had mentioned during my live video that she thought that this could possibly be coral, but I've never seen it in this kind of form before. And with further investigation, I do realize, you see, it's got like all of these, you know, little, you know, it's almost like a sponge. Well, there's a reason for that, because this necklace is actually made of what's called sponge coral. And if we look really close at this one, you can see that it looks very similar to a lot of the marks, especially we see in here. So I just wanted to give a little bit more information and detail on that necklace. This is in fact sponge coral. It's great information to know. And since my last video, I have also tested this as well as the Rolo chain that I had attached to this necklace. And from acid testing, I can now tell you that it is in fact sterling silver. So I did not know that in the last video either. So I just needed more time to do it. I was in a live video and I wasn't going to take the time in my video to determine all that. But I said I would check it, and I have. And this is 925 kind of orangey red sponge coral beaded necklace with a lovely hammered kind of pendant hanging from there. And so this necklace had some sponge coral in it, but then in addition, I had this necklace that I talked about briefly in my last video, which now we know also has sponge coral. So that's sponge coral, coral. And so Hannah was so smart to say that it was coral, and she was right. Now, another mistake that I did want to talk about in my last video, my lighting was terrible. And I did talk about how I felt like these beads here could be amber. They look very much like amber. So I had under my desk tested them with a black light. I couldn't actually see very clearly that it did in fact react to the black light in the way that I wanted it to do, to be authentic amber, and this is actual amber. So I want to turn off the lights here real quick, and I want to show you what amber is supposed to look like when you put it under black light. And so under black light, when amber under black light isn't going to give you, you know, like a fluorescent yellow or a fluorescent, but it is going to be a very more mild color change under the light, but it does give off sort of a bluish or a greenish yellow kind of light kind of color under UV light. And so that being said, let me show you what this amber looks like. Okay, so if you look closely here, positively are identified as amber based on UV light. There are two more amber pieces back here. Now these beads here are not amber, but I just wanted to come back and readdress that after my last video. And so in addition, I wanted to talk to you about, this also has our sponge coral here, but I did some research on these kind of cream beads here, and possibly this one could be it as well. I think these are bone, these are wood, but these two beads as well. I believe those are like, I don't know if it's officially considered beeswax amber beads or just beeswax beads, but from my research, it looks like that's also what we have going on in this necklace. So the colorations and everything about them look like that. And this calls it light yellow amber beeswax beads. So are beeswax beads also considered amber? I don't know. You can fill me in on that if you guys have more knowledge out there. I know there's some type of beeswax, but let me know what you know out there in the comments. So I discovered that. I think this could also be a beeswax, but it's just a different color. So anyways, and I wanted you to also know that I did in fact test the sterling silver looking things on this necklace. And I tested, and this did test positive for sterling silver. But the beautiful clasp back here that I thought could possibly be sterling silver did not test positive. So that is not sterling silver. This was a beautiful necklace that I just wanted to share a little bit more information with you about what I had found out. So there you go. There's that. I also did a little bit more research on this necklace that we had seen. I'd never seen this type thing before. I knew it was some type of shell possibly, but this is what's called and considered a kind of a crackled abalone or mother of pearl. That's what that is. And let me show you also where I found that. I just didn't have time in my live video to go in and do that, but you know, they'll just say abalone, crackled, dramatic abalone. You can't see it all here, but that's what it said. Or it could be mother of pearl, crackled, but there you go. So that's pretty cool. And this actually looks the same on the front and the back. So that is really pretty. And it is in fact cold, so that's important to know when we're dealing with shells. So that is the update on that cool necklace that we saw in the first video. And I wanted to also revisit this beautiful, this Victorian kind of festoon style necklace with the way that those chains hang. It's sort of got a bar link chain style there, but this extension is actually like book chain style, as you see from the back there. Book chain and then bar link there. But I also did retest this under UV light because it does look like amber. As you see there, to me it very much looked like amber. But when I did test this under UV light, it did not have any sort of color change under UV light. So as you can see there, it doesn't change at all. So that is not amber. Okay, just wanted to give you that update. But still a lovely necklace nonetheless. Beautiful. So that was one of my favorite pieces from the first video. So I wanted to just give a quick visit to that. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was this beautiful glass necklace that I had shared. Definitely vintage on a spring ring clasp, but I didn't really talk a lot about this necklace or, you know, where it's from or any sort of details about it. And so since then I actually did a little bit more research, and this I believe is vintage check glass, and these are called vintage check melon glass strand necklace. Now this one has all the same size, but this one here is graduating, as you can see. So I just wanted to give you an update on that vintage check glass necklace. So with that being said, we are now caught up. Let's get into it. Let's finish this jewelry jar. Let me put this little dish away, and I'm actually gonna you know, just pour this out. And just a reminder, off to my left, I am sorting these items as I go into a craft bin as well as a wearable lot bin and a list or sell bin, just so you know. Okay, so we'll just keep going here, see what we find. This is very heavy. It's just a star, probably made of some sort of steel or something, with a little rhinestone in there. Make-A-Wish star. That's cute. I love that foundation. They do a lot of great things. I'm going to put that in a wearable lot. Okay, we have here really nice hinged silver tone bracelet with sort of a magnetic closure. I guess it goes like that, and that's magnetic. But look back here, there's even some sort of stone in there. I'm curious if it's real. Let's take a quick look. There's a real stone of any type. Does not appear to be. This is not magnetic, although my instincts tell me that I don't believe it's real silver. I don't see any mark in there. And actually, I see part of the silver tone that is sort of worn off. Okay, so I guess it's looking like that. Cool bracelet. Sort of a hinged bracelet. So there you go. Okay. Well, since we're working on bracelets, why don't I just get these bracelets out of here so they're not catching on everything. Do I see any other bangle bracelets? I don't. Okay. Oh, look, they're all linked together. Okay, I didn't even know that. So just a set of 4 little silver tone bangle bracelets, hammered. Simple. I'll put that in wearable. Okay, well, we have a cloisonne bracelet here, kind of hinged bracelet here, and it's in great condition until you get right there where it's lost some of its thing. I don't know if I could go in there and fix, because it's only the white part that is damaged there, so I don't know if this is repairable. But it's a cute bracelet. I don't see any brand, but definitely vintage. I'm going to see if I can try to do any sort of even... Oh, it does have some damage there as well. Oh, that's too bad. I guess I have to put that in craft, which kills me. But I guess somebody in the craft who gets a craft lot will be excited about that. Okay, a very simple shell dipped in some sort of gold tone. It is magnetic, so I don't think it's real gold, but just a little shell pendant. Cute. I'll put that in wearable. Okay. What we got going on here? Okay. This actually looks to be in really good condition. I guess, is this considered a herringbone type link? Yeah, everything that I find shows it as a herringbone. I think herringbones can sometimes look a little bit different than that, but I do not believe this is real sterling silver. Yeah, it's magnetic, but it's in really great condition. It's got a lobster claw clasp here in really good condition, no marks on it anywhere. But, you know, I might still sell that. I mean, that's just in phenomenal condition. And it is a length of about 24 inches in total. So that's pretty nice. Okay, here is a costume jewelry, you know, plastic kind of gemstones set in, kind of bezel set in there. They all kind of have a checkerboard facet on it, if that's what you call it. It is definitely not real. And it does, if you look really closely here, have a little bit of gold loss here. It's kind of getting some brassiness there. It's actually about 15 inches with about a 3-inch extender. I do not see a brand on it anywhere. Unless that's a B, it stands for something, but I'm not really convinced that that's a mark. An intentional mark. It is. So maybe whatever B stands for, I have no clue. But just a costume jewelry necklace. I will put this in a wearable. We got another chain here. Gosh, I tell you, some of these chains are so complicated. Like this to me looks like a mixture of 2 chain styles. So I'm not sure what, I mean, it's like 2 different chains mixed within one. What style chain would you guys call this? If you can see they're really close up. Anyways, there we've got a vintage clasp here, and so from my experience, I'll pop it up here in the screen before when yeah, just this is a shorter chain, about 16 inches, and I don't know if it looks like it's lost some of its gold tone or if it's meant to have the look of kind of two-tone. I'm not really quite sure, but there's that necklace. Okay, let's see what else I found here. I don't think I'm going to get through this video in 2. Okay, this is more modern lobster claw clasp on a dangle here with mixed metal, and it says, "I know that my Redeemer lives," and it's got a Bible, a verse notation there with a little bezel set crystal stone there. So the little links here are a sun, and then it's actually just 2 because these are stuck together. So there's that. It's on a 22-inch chain, just costume jewelry. I'll put that in a wearable. Okay. This first necklace has a vintage clasp on it. It's just got a monogrammed J on a little pendant there. And on the back it says, "God loves you. And so do I." Okay, very well. And this is, yeah, just gold tone. So there's that. And it is on a 18-inch chain. And look at this other cute necklace. It's on a newer, with a lobster claw clasp, a snake silver tone chain there. And it's got like a little fairy with red wings. Isn't that so cute? I love it. The cute little fairy necklace. Almost 18 inches. I do not believe it's sterling silver. Well, that's not magnetic. Well, the clasp is. We know why, because the clasps will often have things in there, you know. But this is not oh, I guess it is a little. feel like it's got slight magnetism to it. My gut feeling is it's not real. So anyways, there's your little fairy necklace. I'll put that in wearable. I think I've had a necklace similar to this before, but look, we've got these copper kind of artisan made kind of pendant dangles. I'm gonna put this on the full neck for you so you can see the whole picture here. But we've got these dangles, and then look, they've even got some little floral imprints in there. And these are definitely glass beads. Some of them are red and green and brown looking with some sort of coating. And we've got a copper toggle clasp there. Okay, so I think it looks sort of like that. And let me do a quick check on some of these beads here. I think they're all just glass. Glass. Those are even glass. For a second they look like something else, but I think they're all, you can see you can get a little bit of movement in there. And that one moves a lot more. Now that one might actually be a type, maybe some type of agate. There's that necklace. It's very pretty. I definitely will sell that. Okay, we have here a little kind of buckle, clear rhinestone, as well as some AB coated rhinestones there. This doesn't look sterling silver, but oh, there's a mark in there. Oh, this is Premier Designs. A lot of their stuff is usually not sterling silver, but I will double check it and test it before I list anything. But anyways, okay, a Premier Designs buckle ring, and it's looking at about size 8. Okay, that's cute. I can sell that. It's not missing any rhinestones. At least bangle bracelets, that is. So this appears to be a vintage textured, this sort of lifts like that and it releases it. So I don't see any mark inside. It's definitely two-tone. Henri, Henry Bendel, Bendel. Interesting. And each of those have little rhinestones right there. Oh, we got one missing. Looks like it's just missing one. Okay, well this needs a little bit of work. Very simple gunmetal bangle bracelet, nothing special. But I suppose I should measure these bracelets. I didn't on the last, so that's an 8 1/4. And this one was about a 7-ish. And this one was about a 7 as well. Set of bangles here is looking at about 8 inches. And then this cloisonne bangle, I think, is approximately maybe about a 6.5-ish. Oh, we got one more here. Inlaid. Anyways, brass tone, mother of pearl pink inlaid. And that bracelet is, looks like to be about 8 inches-ish. Okay, so we've got a really cool necklace here. Look at this. It's silver tone, with all these neat little textured kind of designs. Some of them are embossed, meaning they come out towards you, while some other ones are etched, meaning you etch into the metal, and then embossed means that it's, you know, on top of the metal. But that's a cute little necklace. Yeah, looking like that. Yeah, just costume jewelry. I do not see a brand in here, but it's cute. I'd wear that. Yeah, so I may look into that. I may list that one. That's cute. What else do I have here? Oh, this is just a little thing for your eyeglasses. So this is more modern. These are plastic beads with some, you know, kind of aqua color seed beads. So I'll put that in wearable. Okay, got a little tie pin here with a little bit of swirl on there. It's got this little safety catch things. I do not see a mark on there, although it does look a little bit like it could be sterling. Oh, definitely not. So just a tie pin. Yeah, I'll probably put that in wearable. Okay, little story time here. So my son, my youngest son, who's going to be a senior in high school next year, is a pretty talented cook. And my daughter is home from New York. She just graduated from NYU just a few weeks ago with her undergraduate. She's about to go back and work on a master's in biology, but she's home temporarily. And for the occasion, my younger son decided to cook dinner tonight. He's a super talented cook, like really talented, and he is making lobster ravioli from scratch. So he made the pasta from scratch. We have a live lobster downstairs that they're going to be cooking. I can't believe it. They had to show me. I couldn't watch. Yeah, but he makes it all from scratch, and just I know it's going to just be delectable. But yeah, God did not give me the talent for cooking. Cooking to me was always work. It's something I had to do when you're raising 3 kids, and you know. But some people actually enjoy the process of cooking. To me, it just stresses me out because it's all about the timing, and it never works out just so. And so I'm so glad that God decided to put other great cooks in my family. My husband is also an amazing cook, so I'm blessed to have them to spoil me with awesome meals. So anyways, I'm gonna move on. Look, I got some acid on my finger. That's gonna take forever to get rid of. I didn't even see it there. Darn it. I know from experience that it's gonna take a little time for that yellow to go away. It is my fault. I should have worn gloves, and that is a bad example of me not to show proper safety when using those acids, because they can be quite dangerous. So anyways, I did not even realize I had done that. That's a bummer. Let's move on. To me, it looks like paparazzi, but I don't know that it is. It's just kind of plastic. But it's all there. Nothing wrong with it. It's not overworn or anything. Sort of on a gold tone Rolo link chain with like a 2-inch extender. I do not see any sort of maker's mark on the back there. But anyways, you have that. I'll put that in wearable. I have another necklace here that actually I added this to the stash. Remember I said I added a few things? Because I just had a few things that I had like cleaned or done something with that were in another tub, and I thought I'd just show it in this. So this actually is, it does have a maker's mark on here, and this says Coro. So this is a vintage kind of braided snake chain Coro necklace with a very vintage fold over clasp there. It's pretty short. It's definitely meant to be a choker necklace. Kind of a very light gold tone. It's not like really, really bright. It has lost a little bit of the gold tone, but I think it's sort of meant to be that lighter gold tone. So it's in decent condition. I think I'll still try to sell that. I don't know why there's something that has a price tag in this jar, but maybe somebody had stuff in their booth and then decided to add it to the jar before they took the price off. I don't know. But they obviously didn't think much of this vintage bracelet at $1.99, but it, yeah, these are all plastic bezel set, kind of faux stones there. Definitely has lost some of its gold tone. It's got a fold over clasp there, very vintage. Here's the back, also having lost some of its gold tone. I don't know what brand this might be, but it looks like something that could be, you know, Coro or Sarah Coventry or something. It's definitely old. But I'm going to put that in, I mean, it's still wearable. There's nothing wrong with it per se. It just has lost some of its, I can't sell it. So I'm going to probably put that in a wearable lot. Okay, I've got a little vintage tie clip here. With a little bit of texture on the back with some sort of lines. It's not sterling. I do not see a brand anywhere though. So you got that. I'll put that in wearable. Looks like I have another bracelet here. But anyways, the front side of this, just, you know, bezel set, flat stones here. I don't believe, I'll pull the Presidium in if it's anything else, but glass, not fancy, but definitely vintage. Yeah. Sometimes on my, in my eBay store, also called Cherished Relics Boutique, you should go check it out. Sometimes I'll lot up a few items together that maybe I wouldn't sell individually, but you know, that's in decent enough condition that I could sell it, but I would just want to lot it up with other things. So this bracelet is 8 inches long, like that. Okay. This has definitely seen better days. This looks very cheap. It's got a little bit of almost like rust going on there, but this got diamond texture and this gold tone. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in scrap. It's just a little circle brooch. We've got another gold tone bracelet here. It's almost like a gold nugget style. You know, that looks like, I don't know. And it's lost some of its gold tone here. I do not see a brand on that fold over clasp. So except for the actual clasp, the rest of the bracelet actually looks pretty good. So I guess about 7 inches. So there you have that. Oh, I hope I don't have a tangled mess here. Okay. So this is a more modern, you can see with your lobster claw clasp, just kind of Rolo chain bracelet with a little heart dangle. All of it looks as if it's lost slightly some of its gold tone. So I'll probably put that in scrap. Although it's in fine condition to wear, just it's lost some of its gold tone. 6.5 inches. Okay. I've seen these before. This is one of those, it's supposed to be like gold dipped, you know, leaves. This is a little pendant. I don't know if these are ever actually authentic gold or fake. Well, we know our answer. It is not real gold. Okay. But just a little leaf pendant there. It's cute. I'll put that in wearable. Okay. This has got a tag on it that says real crystal. Oh, this is church related, obviously. Got a little cross and dangle, probably. I'm not Catholic, so this looks like Catholic church bracelet or something. And on the other side, it says Vero Cristallo. I have no idea what that means. But it's new. It's old new. It's new old. Crystal beads in good condition. Yeah, I'll check into that. I'm not sure if I'll try to sell that or not. Okay. This is a little silver tone brooch that's been etched with some floral designs and kind of a leaf pattern going around on the outside there. It is just silver tone. Their, you know, modern safety clasp in the back. I'll put that in wearable. Okay, it looks like I found myself here a pair of clip back hoops. Kind of hinge clip back there. They're pretty light, which I don't know. Oh, they are magnetic slightly. They have slightly changed color and have like a little bit of, I don't know if that's just, oh, I think that red stuff can just get washed off because I'm rubbing it off a little bit here. I don't know if you can read that, but it says LH Siegel, California. Never heard of that brand, but I suppose I can check it out. You see, it like got something on it. Here's a cool chain. Wow, okay, so this is like a super long chain. It's got like some textured links and then some regular double link section and then more textured links and then more double link section. So it does that throughout the whole necklace. Okay, I'm sure this feels really light, like it would be made of aluminum or something. It's not magnetic. I have no idea. But this is really long. So we're looking at about 48 inches long. It seems sort of cheaply made. You can see each of those links, how they're just kind of wrapped over there. They're not like soldered together or anything. So you got that. Okay, it looks like I have a set. Oh, these are not a pair. I thought these were like scatter pins, but they do not appear to match. Okay, so we have a really pretty, is that a butterfly? It looks like a butterfly. Kind of pinheel, swirl pin. I do not see any brand on this. Huh. I wonder if this at one point was like supposed to be a flower and it had an extra one and maybe one fell out and now it's a butterfly. I'm not sure, but the only reason I say that is because right here, really close, it's like rough right here, as if something used to be attached there. But that's okay. We can just call it a butterfly brooch. It's fine with me. Slightly magnetic. So you got that. I'll put that in wearable. And then the other brooch that I thought went with it is definitely seen better days. Look at all of the yellowing of the glue that was originally used in this brooch. That just looks terrible. It needs to get cleaned up. Now, I don't think it's actually missing any rhinestones, so if I was able to get the glue taken care of, it actually would be a decent little brooch there. Yeah. It is not missing any rhinestones, so I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of work on that and get that cleaned up. In the comments, those of you that have worked with, I know a lot of you have worked with, you know, cleaning rhinestone and jewelry, old vintage jewelry. I know that I don't want to immerse it in water because if any of the rhinestones have like, you know, foil on the back, it will ruin it. But specifically, have you guys had any tactics or any strategies you use for getting the yellowing off? I'd love insight if you have any to share. Thanks, everyone. Okay. This just says U.S. School Music. Nothing's written on the back. Sometimes these little pins can actually be made of gold or gold filled or sterling, so it's always good to check them. So there's that. I'll put that in wearable. Okay, so we have a chain here. Vintage, but pretty shiny and new looking. No brand or anything on it. It hasn't lost any of its gold tone. It's in decent condition. It is 18 inches long, but some of the links like don't want to fold over exactly perfectly, so it's almost like they don't want to all sit straight. So it's not like, you see like some in here, I don't know, maybe you can't notice it, but it just looks a little bumpy. Not smooth like a link bracelet would look, but anyways, there's that. No brand. I'll put that in wearable. I'm assuming it is not gold, which it is not. Okay, we've got a little teeny little pendant here with like a pearl kind of in a cage. I can't really test that pearl for its grittiness when it's inside there. But this looks tarnished. To me, this kind of looks like sterling silver. I don't know that it is. Okay, it's not magnetic. I'm actually kind of curious. I don't know if that's cheap costume jewelry or if that's real. But, you know, there's no mark on here anywhere. I don't see a mark. I'm gonna just right here, right now, in front of you, test this. Let's just do a quick sterling silver acid test on it. All right, it's always worth testing. Again, there's no mark on there, but let's see. So if you use regular, a white stone, I always test with my regular sterling acid, but you can also test sterling silver by scratching on a black stone. And instead of using the sterling silver acid, which you could still use on there, but it would be harder to see, you'd have to like take a piece of paper towel and rub off your result. You can actually use an 18 karat testing solution to test for sterling silver, because if it is sterling silver, it will actually show up kind of this milky blue. So I'm going to test it in both ways just so you can see we get the same result for both. It's also always good to look at, you know, the place that you scratch and see like if you see any brassiness underneath. I just see kind of silver underneath. So let's see what we find out. If on the white stone, if it's sterling silver, it should turn like a burgundy color underneath that solution. It definitely looks like sterling. So it's hard for you to see because my light, my ring light is giving you like, but underneath there is actually burgundy, and you'll really be able to tell if I wipe it off with a cloth, and you can see the burgundy on my napkin. So there's your burgundy. So I'm gonna scratch really good in there. Again, it would give me like a milky blue. So now you can see. I might just not be scratching hard enough, but to me, I would say that that's sterling silver. But anyways, so that's a pleasant surprise, a little sterling silver. I can only assume that's an authentic pearl in there. I'm trying to get it to focus in that pendant, kind of a caged, free floating pearl in that sterling silver pendant. Very nice, good find. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have still so much left. I might have to do a third video. I can't believe I'm saying this. I think I'm just going to do a few more items and then stop. There's no way. I don't want to keep you guys too long. There's just too much here to show you in this video. So your time is valuable. Okay, let's look at these vintage button earrings. They are twist back, silver tone, faux pearl button earrings. They are not gritty when I scratch them together. Very simple vintage earring. I'll probably put that in wearable just because there's no mark for metal purity, nor is there a brand. So yeah, it's just harder to sell things like this. So that'll probably go into wearable. This is actually, I recognize it, a Girl Scout pin. It's shaped like that. And this looks like a pretty vintage Girl Scout pin. It doesn't even have like a safety clasp. It's just sort of like, almost looks like a safety pin without the rest of the safety pin. I'll have to research how old that is. So, yeah. Oh, it's Girl Scouts brownie, specifically a brownie lapel pin. Not worth any high value or anything like that. Okay, good to know. I'll put that in wearable. Let me see what's in this bag. This looks like a very fancy pin. Oh, it's not a pin. It's a pendant. This is very modern looking. Huh. I don't see any brand on there. But it looks brand new, like it's never been worn. That's very, very modernist to me. The big glass. Yeah, that's just glass. That's interesting. All right, let me just grab 3 more things here. I have got a very simple bangle here. A little bit of texture on it. Sort of a mill grain along the edge, you know, those little dots. Just got alternating little enameled bars there. As I look on the inside of this, I do not see any brand. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna put that in wearable. It's got magnetism. Okay, let's just do these last couple things and we'll stop for today. So these are some pretty unique vintage earrings here. So mother of pearl, a prong set kind of coin disc there, and then the dangle is a smaller one kind of glued onto a larger disc. These twist back don't have any mark on the back, but they look to be in really decent condition. So those are nice. Probably sell those. And then I have this Legion 2002 Massachusetts American Legion. Okay. I'll have to research. Sometimes these pins can be quite valuable. Okay, and we've got a church cross little charm here that can be attached to a zipper or a backpack or on the bottom of a necklace or wherever it is you want to attach them. I believe it says St. Labra Indian School, class of 2009. Okay. All right, a little charm for someone finishing up there. Okie dokie. This is what we got left for video number 3. Plenty, plenty. So I hope you come back and join me one more time. I'm so sorry this is taking so long. I don't know. You got to take your time when you're going through this stuff, because sometimes you'll discover 18 karat gold like I did today. Yeah, it's really important to make sure you're investigating these things carefully, because literally sometimes gold can slip through your fingers and we don't want that. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Be sure to give this video a like on your way out, and if this is content that you enjoy, all jewelry content, well, definitely consider following. Your likes and comments and follows really help my page out a lot, and I appreciate all of y'all's support. And we'll see you guys next time. Later. Goodbye from Cherished Relics Boutique.